Just have to share a different link. All right, we hope everybody is good.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Let's sit tight. We're going to be starting shortly. Honey, I think you're streaming now.
All right, awesome. Wonderful. Great. Super fullest. Okay, honey, say something right quick. Hello, everyone. Can y'all hear me? Sound check. Can everybody hear me? Just
We
give me a
can hear
thumbs
you. We
up
can
if
hear
you
you
can
loud
hear
and
me.
clear.
A thumbs
Yes.
up, a wave, a love, and everything. Good, wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. Awesome. We welcome everyone. Hopefully you can hear me and see me.
We can hear you.
Yes,
Okay.
Barnabas can hear you live and clear.
Loud and clear. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Okay. I just want to use this opportunity to say welcome to everyone and thank you so much for logging in. Thank you. We know and realize that you could have been in 1,001 places at this time, but you chose to spend your time with us. And we promise you it's not gonna, you will not regret it. You will not regret it. Your info, a lot of information. Okay, by the way, I hope that you didn't come by yourself.
Working now?
I hope,
Please mute yourself. Mute yourself, please.
It is not working, so we're gonna have to mute everyone. All right, wonderful, wonderful. We got everyone all muted. Thank you all so much. We know that when we ask you to mute yourself, it might be a little bit difficult to do that, but you know, we helped you. All right. So once again, I hope you didn't come by yourself, that you came along with someone by sharing the information. All right. The YouTube link we shared is not gonna be right. I am so sorry. But we're gonna capture the new link. We're gonna capture the new link and then we're gonna put it in the in this particular, what you call this, in the comment section. We're gonna put that new link of YouTube in the comment section. Here you go. There you go. That's the new YouTube link, because the other one is not acting up, and so we are sharing a new one. So please, staff, help me and you know, share out the new link, because the old one is not gonna work. All right. So thank you all so much for coming. And this is TIMFA Christian University. TIMFA Christian University. Don't worry. If you've never heard about us before, you're about to hear a lot about us. I mean, like, we got so much information to share. But I want to pause right here and then bring on spotlight Dr. Vic Victor, and he's going to introduce himself before we go on. You're muted, sir. You are muted. Unmute yourself. You're muted, sir. Just go on your Zoom and unmute yourself. All right, everyone, while he's trying to, when you unmute yourself, you can just give us a shout. You're still muted. You're still muted. All right. So you see that speaker thing is still red, right? Okay. You're still muted. I have a couple staff here with us that I want to bring on the screen. That he's working on unmuting. Am I muted? Oh, I muted everyone. Oh, I'm so sorry. How did he get muted? All right, sorry about that. Hold on. Okay, asked to unmute. Okay, so you should actually be a co-host.
Okay,
Sorry about that.
that's okay. That's okay. Everyone, welcome to this broadcast. Welcome. We are glad you're here. What we're going to do is we'll make our presentation. We know that a lot of you have already asked some questions when you were filling the form. Please be patient. If your question is not covered, we will take it at the end of the PowerPoint presentation. But if it's covered, there's no point asking the same question again. The presentation is very comprehensive. It's going to cover nearly 99% of the questions that you guys have asked. I've gone through them, and I know we covered most of your questions, especially those who are asking about scholarship. Please pay attention to that part of the presentation. We'll cover them. So welcome. We are glad you're here. Someone said, I'm new to TIMFA. You come in at a very good time. This is a great time at TIMFA. We are forward-looking, and God is doing great things. We just celebrated 10 years, and we're looking forward to the 10 more years coming. Great years. So thank you. Thank you for coming.
Right. Thank you so very much. Well, did you tell us who you are?
I thought you introduced me. My name is Victor. I am the president of TIMFA.
There you go.
And that covers TIMFA, Together Forever, Single for Now, the T&T Center. What else do we do? A lot of other conglomerate of TIMFA. So we are here in full force. Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, so very, very much. So you've heard it from the head honcho himself, all right? My name is Reverend May Victor, and you know, all I can tell you is I am the Vice Marshal, because you just heard from the Marshal, Field Marshal himself, all right? So where he is, I tag along, but by the grace of God, both of us founded these institutions that he mentioned, humbly so, have been in the trenches over the years, and God has been good, all right? And we're so excited that you're joining us. But we didn't get here by ourselves alone. We have some staff that are here. Some of them are off the camera, and I'm not gonna bother with those off the camera. But I'm just gonna have Mr. Jesse joining. Just say hey, wave your hand. I know you can't talk, you're muted. Just say hey. All right, very good. Thank you so much, sir.
You want to talk about what Jesse does since you're introducing him?
Okay, JC is our graphics design. This guy can take anything and design everything. Okay, so he's been doing a wonderful job, and he's also been managing the TNT Center, which a lot of you don't know nothing about it, but you're gonna come to find out as time goes on. Okay, so thank you so much, sir, for what you do and for all you do. God bless you. All right. So we have others here also. I'm gonna see if we have, okay, so there goes also Miss Cleopatra. Now, Mr. Jesse earlier that I introduced, He's housed in Lagos, Nigeria. So, and here goes Miss Cleo. All right. So Miss Cleo is housed in Johannesburg, South Africa, and she's our program manager. All right. And these guys, she's been with us for a while. So they're not just, fly by night. They are not fly by night. They've just been with us for a while. So Cleo, hey, all right. Thank you so much for coming. We thank you. We appreciate you. Now, Mr. Tochi, he works behind the scenes, so I will not be surprised if he's not even on camera. Let me try to find you. Where you at? Okay, Mr. Tochi. Tochi, all right, there you go. Okay. Say hey, hey. All right, Mr. Tochi is also one of our program managers, and he is housed in the United States. And all these guys work behind the scene to make this comfortable and make this workable. Now, you got to understand we have very dedicated people because they're normally off on Sundays, but they are coming in and pulling in so we can make this happen. So, hey, thank you so much, sir. We appreciate you. And we have a new kid in the block, Joanne, and I'm not sure that she is on the line. I can't find her. So if she shows up, y'all let me know. All right. So we will go ahead and start our presentation. I beg you, what I want to tell you is please, if you have any questions, please do not leave here without your questions. Ask your questions. This is called infomercial, okay? Americans, we call it open house. Open house means we are opening our home, our house, our office, our institute, our university, for you to come in and ask us questions. For you to come in and we give you the information, because let's see, you saw TIMFA Christian University, you don't know nothing about us, you never heard about us, you're like, what is this? Who are this? What are they doing? What are they up about? What is this? So what we do is we created an avenue for you to come on board. Come on in, come into the home, come into the house, come into the university. Let's tell you what we're all about. Okay, and hopefully by telling you what we're all about, we will meet your expectations to want to register with us, or will you say, you know what, I hear what you're saying, but what about this? What about that? What about the other one? And then we'll be able to answer your questions, okay? So I'm going to make a presentation, and while I'm making the presentation, I may not take your questions. You know why? Because I want you to focus, and that's why we're all muted. And we're recording also, we're recording, streaming live, okay? So that by the end of the day, we can now open up the platform and you can ask your questions, all right? You can ask your questions. So permit me to share my screen so that way I can give you guys a more detailed information of who we are and what we're all about, okay? All right. So I'm hoping everyone can see my screen, and if you can't, please somebody let me know. Okay, but it does say that you can see my screen. So this is TIMFA Christian University Open House presented by Dr. Vic and May Victor. All right. So we tag team to present this, to create this and to present it. So what are we going to be talking about? Amongst everything we're going to be talking about, we'll talk about, about us, okay? We'll share with you our mission statement. We'll talk about the campus and the facilities. We'll talk about the degrees and the programs we offer, the admission requirements, application process, duration, tuition, graduation fees, graduation, credits, scholarships, and anything else, okay, you want to talk about, okay? So, but these agenda will get the ball rolling for all of us, all right, okay? So now about us, who are we? Who are we? TIFA Christian University was founded by Dr. Vic and May Victor. We are a couple that are saddled with a quest for knowledge, the quest to impart knowledge, the quest to impart wisdom, the quest to enlighten humanity, okay? And that's why. Now, when was this TIFA Christian University founded? Actually, June 2023, right? So on the university level, we are new. But on a training academic institution level, we've been on for 10 years. When we first started, we started with the name, the Institute for Marriage and Family Affairs, for short, TIMFA. And so we've run the Institute for Marriage and Family Affairs for 10 solid years. We've been delivering certification courses, namely marriage and family certification course, mental health and addiction certification course, and the essential skills certification course. And at the end of the day, by this year, we have certified over 7,000 mentors and counselors. All right, under the auspices of the Institute for Marriage and Family Affairs. Now, what's going on now is we are upping the game. We're, raising the bars. And you know what we're saying? This is good. 10 years of certification course has been wonderful, but there is more to learning than just getting certified, because we do know the limitations of getting certified. And so we set up this year the university, the TIMFA Christian University. All right. So we've been around. We are not new kids on the block, as it were. Okay, so this institution, a lot of people have been like, where is it located? Where is it? We are fully registered in California, the state of California, USA. And we have our admin offices also in Texas, USA. All right. We do have the online office in California and the admin offices in Texas. Now, the history of it is what I've talked about, the TIFA USA that have been in operational for 10 years. Our classes are 100% heavy duty, 100% online. And we'll talk about that a little bit later. So you are not going to meet face-to-face physical, all right? Everything that we're doing is 100% online. And this is so good for you because you can reach us from anywhere in the world. If I took a poll and asked you guys where you are logging in from, I'm pretty sure we're going to get at the very least 10 countries represented on this line. All right. So why were you able, or why are you able to do this? Because we're doing this online. Because we found out over the years, on-site training is so limited. It is so limited. And so that's why we've transitioned everything we're doing to online. Now, when we talk about authorization, who's authorizing us to do this? Did we just go and register a company and register a university and think we can just run a university? Is that how it's done? And then are we even accredited? Is there a body that has seen what we do, our curriculum, our programs, and say, yes, you are matching up to the standard? Or are we just running the show by ourselves? So we're going to find out a little bit more, okay? Now, here's authorization. We are authorized by the Bureau for Private Post-Secondary Education, called BPPE, in the state of California. You could not set up any kind of educational system unless this body, it's a government set up body, has to scrutinize you and say, you know what, your curriculum, what you're doing is meeting our standard. Okay, and before they gave us the authorization. And here is for purposes of disclosure. Here's their mailing address. If you go on our website, on the authorization, you'll see that. You can call them, you can check their website and everything. You can even, verify whether we are who we say we are. All right. by calling those numbers or going on those websites or even writing them. And they will tell you, yes, we gave the authorization to TIMFA Christian University. So that's who authorized us. And then accreditation, who are we accredited with? We are accredited with Trans World Accrediting Commission International. All right. And here's the president, Mr. Anderson, Dr. Anderson there, handing us over the certificate. It was a journey. It was not easy. Every bit of what we teach had to be scrutinized to be sure that we are meeting the basic standards, all right, of postgraduate education. All right. So that's our accreditation. And on this screen here, this is what's on our website. TIMFA Christian University, TCU for short, is currently accredited through Trans World Accrediting Commissions International, and they exist to assure the quality and assist in the improvement of the institution or program we offer within our shared biblical distinctives by establishing an organizational witness to their credibility of performance and integrity. And on the second paragraph, TACI is a professional, federally recognized nonprofit educational organization whose philosophy is to demonstrate accountability to the consuming public for education obtained in non-traditional evangelical educational institutions. This accountability is demonstrated by institutions that are accredited by TACI, having documented evidence of compliance with TACI standards of structure and governance, material resources, policies, faculty, and curriculum. All right. So we are a Christian university, whereas we are providing you with secular knowledge, information, but in a Christian setting. So while you're gaining knowledge, you're also deepening your faith in the Lord. Okay, so that's what this is. So what is our mission statement? Our mission statement is the mission of TIMFA Christian University is to become a global leader in providing Christian education that instills in students a passion for academic, spiritual, and professional excellence based on our faith and belief in the Lord Jesus Christ. And if you are one of our counselors or mentors, and if you've ever, done any business with TIMFA, you would know that what we go for is nothing but excellence. Over the past 10 years that we have been offering certification courses. So what about our campuses and our faculties or facilities? Sorry, we are 100% online. You'll find us online 24/7. And by online, I mean we do have a website. So that website is quote unquote technically our campus. Quote unquote technically our campus. We do have online learning platforms. We have digital libraries. We have online classrooms. We have web conferences, and we are easily accessible. In other words, even if you live in a city, I live in Houston, Texas, and I travel to Dallas or I travel to California or Washington, guess what? I'm still connected. So our campus, as it were, is just a snap away. It's just a login away. We're just a login away, okay? So, and when you register with TIMFA Christian University, all your materials are online. I mean, like, you can carry the campus along with you. You don't have to drive whether you have gas or not. You don't have to pay for transportation to go to school. Your school is right there with you, all right? So that's what we offer. That's about our campuses and our facilities. Now, what kind of degrees and programs do we offer? All right. We do offer diploma. We offer bachelor's. We offer master's and doctorate degrees. We do have the diploma. Y'all might be excited. Some people will be really excited because that's the new program that we have just set up. This is a new program we've set up. All right, because I mean, a lot of people have waited. There's some people, you know what, you want to get your feet in the door, for example. You're not quite ready for the big bachelors, okay? But you want to get your foot in the in the door. Some of us have, the truth is to be told, have been out of school for a very long time, and you want to just wet your feet a little before you take the full plunge. And so that diploma is right there for you. And then if you've taken a certification course and now you want to take the degree course, it could be the bridge, you know, that you have to step on to climb to the next level of the bachelor degree. All right. So we do have diploma in Christian counseling, and we have the bachelor's. We have 8 bachelor programs, 7 master's programs, and 6 doctoral programs. One of them is good for you. Now, so here's our new diploma. Hallelujah. We're so excited about it. The curriculum is beautiful. I wish I could, for one of time, I couldn't tell you guys exactly, bit by bit, but guess what? This diploma has 6 prerequisite courses. 6 of them. And then, it has 6 core courses. So what does that mean? You're taking 12, 6 and 6, which is 12 courses. I got to get my math right. Okay. The duration, I'll talk about that. So let's not even go ahead of ourselves. All right. So the next program we have is the bachelor's degree. And this is the programs we offer in the bachelor's degree. We offer Bachelor of Arts in Christian coaching. If you want to take a coaching course, here you go. We offer Bachelor of Arts in Prophetic Ministry. We offer Bachelor of Arts in Christian Entrepreneurship. You want to get into business? We offer Bachelor of Science in Christian Psychology, Bachelor of Arts in Christian Counseling, Bachelor of Arts in Christian Ethics and Management, Bachelor of Arts in Theology, and Bachelor of Arts in Christian Leadership. So what does all of this mean? All of this means that one of these has your name on it. So the question is, which one? That's your choice, all right? So each bachelor degree has 10 prerequisite courses. At a higher institution, you got to take prerequisites. It's a general thing that, enlightens you before you go into your core courses. All of these degrees I mentioned, you have core courses on them. So the core course for Christian coaching may not be the core course for prophetic ministry. Okay, they're different. But everyone on the bachelor's will take 10 prerequisites. All right. And then every discipline or every program has 14 courses. So what does that mean? 10 and 14. So for you to graduate, you got to take 24 courses, all right, to graduate. Now, what about your master's degree? Guys, I hope you're taking notes, all right? Now, on the master's program, we do have Master of Arts in Christian Leadership, Master of Arts in Christian Entrepreneurship, Master of Arts in Pastoral Ministry, Master of Science in Christian Psychology, Master of Arts in Christian Counseling, Master of Arts in Christian Ethics and Management, and Master of Arts in Theology. Okay, so every of our master's degree program has 6 prerequisites and 6 core courses. Again, everyone registered in master's program will take the same 6 prerequisites. Then when you go to your individual disciplines, you will take 6, okay? 6 courses. So 12 courses to go. And then the doctoral program, we do have PhD in Christian Counseling, Marriage, Family, and Child Therapy concentration. We do have PhD in Christian Entrepreneurship, PhD in Christian Leadership and Business, PhD in Christian Counseling, and PhD in Christian Ethics and Management, then PhD in Philosophy and Theology, okay? So each doctoral program has 5 prerequisites and 4 core courses. When you start getting higher, yes, we offer all of this. When you start getting higher, it starts getting cooler. It doesn't get cooler or hotter. I don't know. Okay. So when you look at it, oh, 9 courses, I can do it, but don't be fooled. Do not be fooled. Okay. There is a reason why it's a PhD program. And one thing that I did add here is that we then have the dissertation for every doctoral candidate. All right. Now, on the certification, remember I told you guys we've been having offering this certification for 10 years. We're not letting it go. We're not letting it go. So let's say you're not ready for diploma right now. You're not even ready for any of these degrees here and there. All right. You're just so new to the academic world. And, you know, with the money, with the time and everything, which we're going to talk about, you just want to start with certification. We are here. Now, one thing we've done is we've grandfathered our certifications into the TIMFA Christian University. So now if you're taking the certification course, you are taking it under the university, and your certificate is going to have the university logo on it and the university seal on it. And that's a big deal, guys. That's a big deal. Okay, so we do have coming up the marriage and family certification course right there. That's the flyers. It starts 17th of February, no, 19th of February, I believe. Yes, 19th of February, and it runs till 16th of March. It's only 1 month. It's only 1 month, $250. And then you have the Naira and the South Africa equivalent. All right? Okay. And then we also have another certification course, the Mental Health and Addiction Counselor course. All right. This is a 5-6 month course, very heavily loaded. We've also grandfathered this into the university. It starts in January and runs till May. All right. It's $950. 750,000 Naira and 14,500 rands, right? And it is an awesome certification program. So those are, and then, you know, the beautiful thing is, and I'm going to talk about it later, when you do graduate with these and you want to come on board to either diploma or the degree courses, guess what? You get credits. We recognize our own curriculum, okay? So you're going to get credit for it. And those who have not done this in the past will have to go through them, okay, under the degree program, all right? So your taking of the course is it's not a waste, you know, you're just inching yourself in. So a lot of questions, admission requirements, what do I have to go into the diploma, to go into the bachelor's or the master's or doctorate? What qualifications must I have? Guys, you have it right here. If you are interested in taking the diploma course or the bachelor's course, listen and listen good, okay? You gotta have a high school diploma. In some regions, they call it secondary school, you know, and some people may not have attended a formal secondary school, but you gotta have, in the United States, we call it GED. Okay, you gotta have your GED, you gotta have your high school diploma or your secondary school diploma, whichever region you're in, you gotta have that. That's one. Number two, you have to have a minimum GPA of 2.5. Okay, now that's because you're gonna turn in your transcripts. So just because you've attended secondary school is not enough. What did you make? What did you study and what did you come out with? What were your final grades? Were very important. It's very important to us, and we are very keen on those. Okay, we're not trying to discriminate against anybody. No. We're not trying to do that. Okay, but we're saying that if you're gonna do this, then you need to be qualified, because if you don't even have this basic and we throw you into one of these programs, you're not going to do well. You're not going to do good. So we can guide you on the advisement, what to do, how to get started. Okay. But you're just not going to jump into the program right away. All right. And you have to be proficient in English. That means one of the classes you took, in your high school has to be English and you have to pass it. Why are we doing that? The reason is simple. The reason is simple because if you don't pass it, the whole curriculum is set up in English. You will not make it. Listen, guys, we don't want to set you up for failure. We want to set you up for success. As far as we're concerned, is your success or nothing. Okay, that's what we are. So when we're saying you got to have this, we're trying to prepare your mind, to be able to succeed. Okay, so question: does it mean that I get a high school diploma, I get a GPA proficiency in English, I qualify? You do qualify. You do qualify. So you could take a diploma course with that, or you could take any of our bachelor courses if you have that basic requirement. Okay. Now, when we go to the next one, the master's program, that means we need everything on the bachelor's. That everything I've mentioned, the 1, 2, 3, plus you have to have a bachelor degree. You cannot study master's at at TCU without a bachelor degree. You can't do that. No, you can't do that. Now it's bachelor degree or its equivalent, because some people have studied technical, have been in technical, so they are like HND or stuff like that. We understand that it's an equivalent, okay? But we have to see your transcript. Very important. Your transcript shows us where you've been and what courses you have taken, okay? So we get questions like, and I know Dr. Vic is going to answer quite a few questions also later on, but we get questions like, if I took, for example, yes, a bachelor degree in law, okay, like I did. Okay, if I took a bachelor degree, if I have a bachelor degree in law, can I study master's in Christian counseling? All right, Dr. Vic, please get ready because you're gonna take that question. All right, so we're gonna answer that question. But if you have a bachelor's degree, you qualify for a master's program. Simple. Now the next thing is, if you want to take a doctoral program with TCU, guess what? You're gonna have everything under master's plus your master degree. Okay, so you're gonna have a high school diploma, you're gonna have a GPA of 2.5 and above, you have to be proficient in English, you gotta have a bachelor degree and a master's degree. In other words, if you're applying for a doctoral degree and you do not have a master's degree, you cannot qualify. Sorry, you can't qualify. You know why? Because you don't have the basic to go into the heavy duty. You're not gonna do, you need to be able to connect to what is going on, what is taught in class. Remember, our number one cardinal thing is to give you the success that you deserve, okay? And you desire. We don't want to set you up for failure. Okay, so these are our basic qualifications. And another thing is, your life history. Your life history, your life experience, not life history, life experience also matters a lot. A lot of people have been filling the form, have been applying, but you're not paying attention to your life experience. These particular courses, okay, has to do with your knowledge and your experience. So it's very important, but some of us who are going to be going to fill the application for admission, be very intentional with your life experience information. It's very important. All right? Okay. So moving right along, guys. So what is the application process? You got to go on our website. Our website, I'm sorry, I didn't put it up here. I hope one of the staff or someone can help me put it there. www.TIMFAuniversity.com. Don't go looking for TIMFA Christian University. We thought it would be so long, and that's why we took out the Christian there to shorten it. We just put TIMFAuniversity.com. All right. So you're gonna go on that website. You're gonna fill the online form. Please be very attentive that to fill the online form, it's gonna cost you $50. All right. It's written on the very first page. you require. So you fill all the information needed on the very last page. In order to submit the application, you have to pay $50 to submit it. Why are we doing this? Why on earth do you want to charge us for? If we did not do that, we're going to have thousands of applications of people who are serious, who are not serious, people who are scammers, people who are all over the world, all over the place. Okay, we do want serious individuals who really want to be a part of us to apply. Okay, and so how do you show us that you're very serious in learning or studying with us? You're going to pay at least the $50. All right. And then some people are going to be reviewing your admission. Okay, they're not doing that for free. They're going to review your essay. They're going to review your transcript. They're going to review, these people are on staff and they need to be paid. All right. Okay, so pay attention to your essay. Be very attentive in your essay. Most traditional universities will admit you or not admit you because of your essay. So pay attention to it. And then when you go there, give us your true academic details. That means secondary school, bachelor's, master's. Give that. You've earned it. Don't hold it back. Just give it. Don't second guess yourself. Some people in the application, I think that they're feeling like, oh, I don't know if all this is necessary. No, it's better that you put more than you put less. Okay? Then you need to put down your work experience. All right. And while you're applying, or even before you apply, make sure that you can lay hand on your transcript, because you are not going to be able to pull through the admission process without a transcript. Transcript means you told us you went through bachelor's degree. We want to see your transcript, not because we're doubting you, no, far from it. Okay, we believe you, but we want to know which courses did you take. Let me give you guys an example now. Somebody had put in, an application. They put in an application to take bachelor's. But when we reviewed the application, we found out that, hey, this person, you don't really need a bachelor's. You actually qualify for the master's program because you already have a bachelor degree. And so we're going to bump them up. And I know the reason why they didn't put it, because they didn't think it was necessary. So you know what? Put the information there. And then we help you under advisement to let you know what you need to do. Okay? So we need a copy of your transcript. We also need a copy of your ID or passport, because we want to identify you. All right? So moving right along, guys. I hope I'm making this a little clearer as we go along. Okay? What are the duration of the programs? This is another question we get. How long? Okay, so the diploma course, remember I told you is 12 courses. The diploma program, 12 courses. Guess what? It's 1 year. There are 12 courses and 1 year, based on 8 weeks rolling term. And I'm going to explain to you guys what 8 weeks rolling term is. But if you want to take the diploma course, okay, or the diploma certificate, you're going to get this. You just enroll, and in 1 year, you are done with the program. All right. What about bachelor's? How long is a bachelor program? The bachelor program is 24 courses. Remember how I told you, you get 10 prerequisites and 14 core courses, which is 24. The whole 24 courses, we have it planned out for you. You're going to be done in 2 years. I thought somebody should be clapping and getting excited. 2 years, you get your bachelor's degree. All right. Now, what about your master's degree? Your master's degree is a 2-year program. Okay. Now, remember, it's 12 courses. So you have 6 courses, prerequisites, and 6 core courses. So 12 courses that you have to finish and pass them to be able to get your master's degree. And you're going to do that in 2 years. All right. Isn't it getting better? Again, based on 8 weeks rolling term. Now, the Torah program, it's just a whopping 2-year program too. All right. Those 9 courses, remember, there are 5 prerequisites and 4 core courses. There are 9 of them. You will take those 9 courses for 18 months. Don't worry, I'm going to share the program with you. 18 months. And then you have 6 months for your dissertation. So in 2 years, you get your PhD. This is beautiful, guys. I hope someone is excited. Now, this is what we mean by the 8 weeks rolling term. This is what we mean by that. We've given you an example. This is our 2-year program, okay? 2-year 2024 academic calendar year and 2025 academic calendar year. So let's see that you wanted to do bachelor's in Christian counseling, for example. Oh, no, let me take it. You want to do diploma in Christian counseling. Remember, you do have 12 courses, right? Okay, so because you have 6 prerequisites and 6 core courses, that's 12 courses in diploma. So you will start January 15 is when we start. That's our first term, okay? And listen, look at term 1 under 2024. In term 1, you start January 15 and you're gonna be done March 8. 1 term is gone, and that's 8 weeks. But guess what? Check this out. When does term 2 start? Term 2 starts literally March 11. So you're done March 8. You take a breather March 9. Another breather March 10. By March 11, you're back in class. And you roll again for another 8 weeks until May the 3rd. That's term 2 is gone. Now, when you finish on May the 3rd, you take a breather May 4th, take a breather May 5. Guess what? By May 6th, you start the 3rd term. You roll from May 6th to June 28th. Then you come back from July 1st to August 23. Then you come back for term 5, August 26th to October 18. You come back for term 6, August 21 to December 13. You are done. You are done with your diploma. Now, if you're taking your bachelor's, then you go to 2025 academic calendar, you roll the same way, and by that term 6 of 2025, you're done with your master's program. If you're doing a doctorate program, guess what? You're gonna have, remember there are 9 courses, you're gonna be taking 1 course per term. 1 course per term. So you're gonna be in class for 9 terms, which literally ends in June 27th. 2025. When you end up in June 27, 2025, that's 18 months, then you have 6 months to complete your dissertation. That's more than enough time to complete and defend your dissertation. So by December of 2025, you are done. You see that? So how do I get to be done with 24 courses in bachelor's in 2 years? You're going to be taking 2 courses at a time. Every term, 2 courses. Every term, 2 courses. We will plan out. We will plan it out, so don't worry about it. It's at your own pace. So 2 courses at a time, 2 courses at a time. All right? In the diploma, you will also take 2 courses at a time, 2 courses at a time. In the master's and doctorate, you're taking 1 course at a time, 1 course at a time. Because, you know, those are the big boys. So things start getting a little bit tough right there. So we want you to have a more than enough time, okay? So what do we mean by all of this, okay? Let me share with you guys the benefits of a rolling term. And this is the secret that traditional academics have hidden from us. I'm telling you, this is the secret. The rolling term saves you time. You can focus on what you're doing and get it done. You don't become a lifetime student, as it were. Yeah, you learn lifetime, but not to be in college, you know, for a whole 4 years when you don't really even need to. So it's gonna save you time, because in the school, in the curriculum, we go straight to what you need. And all of that, take 2 weeks holiday, to take 3 weeks holiday, take 2 months holiday. You don't need that, because you want to be done and you want to, and this is, saving you time means saving you a lot of money. In the traditional university, the course that you take and you pay $5,000 or less than $6,000 for the whole degree is $36,000. in traditional university. Some of you guys have registered for those type of universities. Some of you have children registered. So you do know that what I'm saying is the truth. So we save you money by having the rolling term. You are focused. You can tell your friends and tell your family and tell your everybody that, hey, I'm in school, and you hit it, you focus on it, and in 2 months, 2 years, or in the diploma in 1 year, you're done. It's flexible. You can log in anytime from anywhere, anyhow. It reduces stress, and it's so convenient. You do this at your convenience, okay? And it is all year round. And we do not waste your time as far as the admission. There's no admission lag or something like that, because we also admit all year round. Okay, so you don't have to wait, 16 weeks and all of that we see in the. You know what? Let me tell you something. With TIMFA Christian University and on a degree program, a bachelor degree program, you will be done by the time your counterpart in traditional schools even begin. I mean, like in 2 years, you're done. By the time they're finishing in 4 years and graduating, you done already start your ministry, start your job, start your family, start your vacation, start your life. Okay? Start your life. Now, what are the 2024 admission intakes? Okay, we kick it off January 15th. We kick off on January 15th. That's when we start our very first semester, the spring session. Okay? So we have intake. We will admit people to start, January 15th. So if you miss it on January 15th, when else can I come into the program? Can I be admitted into the program? May 6th. So in other words, you keep applying. You don't wait, and we keep accepting people. So we can accept you in February, but you gotta wait till May 6th to join. So we're not waiting to accept you. We're still reviewing applications and accepting people. But your next time to jump into the program is May 6th. And then after that, you miss that one, you join us August 26th. So 3 times in a year, we do the intake. All right, we do the intake, but our terms roll. So talk about the almighty tuition. Another question: how much is it going to cost me to take these courses? Okay, you're talking about it. It's very beautiful, but how long? How much? We've talked about how long. Now we talk about how much. Okay, if you're taking the tuition, the diploma course, it's going to cost you total $2,400. It is so. You save you a lot of money doing that, because when you come back for your bachelor degree, you're going to pay much less, because all the courses that you're taking in your diploma, the same courses that we're doing in bachelor's, except that you're taking 12 courses. Bachelor's is 24 courses. So you're doing actually literally the course. Okay, so what does that mean? It means that you're paying $200 per course, because again, you're doing 12 courses. All right, so the totality of it is $2,400. That's for the diploma. Now the bachelor's degree is $5,760. All right, so we broke it down per course. Okay, because it's very important for you to know and understand, to understand that, what does that mean per course? Because again, every time you're registering courses, so it's $240 per course. So if you are registered with bachelor's, that means you're taking 2 courses at a time. You can either choose to pay in bulk, or you can just choose to pay per term. So that means you're paying 2 courses at a time, 2 courses at a time. If you decide to pay monthly, for example, that's fine. Okay, so what it means is every month you pay for 1 course, every month you pay for 1 course, every month. So it's so easy, and you can break it down as simple as you can have it. You don't have to look at 5,760. Where am I going to get it? Like I said, you can actually go online and look and compare, like what they charge universities for courses. It's unreal. Okay, it's unreal. At TIMFA Christian University, we don't want to do our students like that. Okay, so Master's tuition is $7,560. Okay. And again, like I said, you have one course per 8 weeks. So you can actually pay every 8 weeks, you pay $630. Or you might decide to pay monthly, in which case you just pay $315. I think, yes, $315 a month, if that works for you. Okay. Or you can pay per term, or you can even go ahead and pay the whole bulk and be done with it if you can. All right. Now, what about the doctoral? The tuition for doctoral is $7,000. I want you to pay attention to these guys, okay? It's $7,020 for the classroom courses. Remember, I told you 5 prerequisites, 4 core courses, 9. So the 9 of them is $7,020. And then you're going to be paying now, it's 1 course per 8 weeks. So you pay $780 for the 8 weeks, or you pay, split it into 2 and pay monthly if that's easier for you. Now, by the time you get to do your dissertation, you will pay $2,000 just for your dissertation. Okay? Because we're gonna get a panel that's gonna sit with it and gonna approve it. Okay, so that will cost you $2,000, but just the core courses and the prerequisites is $7,020. All right. Now, somebody I just heard saw a flash. Someone saying the rolling term, you don't get a breathing space. Also, you're just in school. Just honestly, I've done it 2 times. I've done it in a bachelor's program. I've done it in a master's program. It is so beautiful. I was wondering, I said, why on earth did I spend 4 years in other degrees that I obtained? What is that when I can just do it this way? It's so beautiful. The only time you get 2 weeks off is during the Christmas holidays. You're going to get 2 weeks off. Now, if you decide, you know what, something happened, I can't focus, I need to jump out. You can jump out anytime. It may be 3rd time or 4th time, and you can just write a letter, okay? Write a letter to registrar's office, and you can jump out. The only thing is, if you're gonna jump out, like take a break, you have to take a break for at least for the whole 8 weeks. So you cannot take a break for 1 week and join after 1 week or join after 2 weeks. No, you gotta be out for a whole term. Okay, you gotta be out for a whole term. So I just thought to answer that right quick. Okay, so now we talk about graduation fees. The fees that you're paying does not include your tuition, does not include your graduation. For the diploma and the bachelor's is $600. It's a one-time fee. And then for master's program is $650, and for doctorate is $700. And this is mandatory that you have to pay, whether you show up physically for graduation or not. To be able to collect your certificate and things like that, you will have to get your graduation fee paid, okay? But this is not required right off the bat. It's towards the end of the program, you will have to pay. Now, here's your payment schedule. I've already actually talked about it. I can skip this. According to the terms, okay? So when do I get to pay? If you decide to pay, by term, you just have to have your payment in before, the term starts, okay? So like the term starts January 15, the first term, you just need to get your payment in by that time. You need to get your payment in by the start of the term of the second term, 3rd term, 4th term, and so on and so forth. Okay, if you are paying per term, but if you're paying monthly, just keep paying your first of the month. You send in your payment. All right. So your tuition payment. A lot of people are saying, okay, how do I pay this? How do I pay this? I've actually talked about a couple of it. I've talked about the one-time. You can do a one-time bulk payment. You can also do an installmental payment, like I've broken it down. You can get scholarship either from your church or either from your job or, from other humanitarian organizations. You can get scholarships, you can get grants, or you can get a personal loan. You can get a personal loan. Now, TCU is not registered with the government as to be able to be giving you government loans, okay? For those in the United States, We're still working on it, but you know what happens is when government gives you the loans, they dictate so many things around the institution. So it's also a catch-22. We're reviewing that. But right now, you can get a personal loan to pay for your school fees, or you can get a scholarship from humanitarian organization, from your job. You know, your job might give you pay study or something like that. I don't know. People have different setups, you know, agreements, arrangements whereby you can get your school paid. Okay. Now, how do I pay? You can pay with payment link. We do have payment links on our website. You can do bank transfers, and you can do check or money order. All of these are going to be in dollars. All of these are going to be in dollars. I'm sorry, I do know that we have students from overseas in Africa and other places that may want to pay in their local currency, but I'm so sorry. Right now, TIMFA Christian University only has an account in the United States. So we do not have any account in other jurisdictions, okay? So we will accept your payments in dollars. Now, people can, there's been a case, can we do Western Union, for example? Western Union is good, but then they're attached to individuals, okay? But TIFA Christian University is not an individual as such, okay? So it makes it a little bit sticky. Now, some people we have been able to accommodate as far as, you know, the application, the $50 application. But when you come to paying for your tuition, it's gonna have to be, you know, in dollars. So you make that arrangement, but we can talk about it as we apply, as we get, you know, if there's any way we can accommodate and all of that. We're looking into some platforms also that will help to collect online, you know, easier. Okay, easier. All right, so we'll do whatever we can to accommodate you guys. Now, somebody already is asking for scholarships. You know, TIMFA Christian University, like I just mentioned, is a new university, even though as an institution we have been in existence, okay? But we will offer academic and need-based scholarships based on the availability of funds, okay? Yeah, we will reach out to partners. We have not received any funds, guys. I just want you all to know. We are new in the game of the university, so I'm sorry, you're gonna have to make your own arrangement of your own fees, all right? So we don't have scholarships as such now. Now, what we have done is to get us jump started, okay, we have put in some individual money in the account of the TCU, and we had in the past first open house advertised for 5 scholarships of 1 term, because that's, sorry, you know, we're not despising the days of small beginnings. That's what TIMFA Christian University can handle for now. We don't want to lie to you. We've never, in 10 years, no one has dealt with us and said we lied to them. We always tell you what we'll do, but we're sure to stand on our words. So we don't have the capacity right now to offer you free scholarship because everybody wants scholarship. We don't have that funding at all. At all, we don't have it. So, but we have put in some individual money in the purse so we can give 5 students, all right, 8-week scholarship, 1-term scholarship, all right? And I'm gonna be announcing their names in the next slide. Here they go. Our 2024 spring semester scholarship beneficiaries are, for the bachelor's, Tinashi Chimatira. For the masters, we have Chumba Njita. I hope you're listening to your names. I hope these people are here. You know, we have number 2, Madube Patsy. All right, there goes one Juma. You need to really give a dance, okay? Your spring term, first term is paid for. So you're coming into the school with zero to pay, okay? For your one term, all right? And then on the doctoral programs, we have City, Moyo, and Lily Park. All right. We did a random pick, guys. Remember the last open house we said the very first 5 people that will go fill out and pay $50 for the application fees, we will pick them. We're here to return to tell you we have kept to our words, okay? And based on that, these were the very first 5 people that have applied. And so we looked at their records. You know, they're good. They're qualified, so we're giving them the scholarship. Now, for today, there is still another 5 scholarships out there. But you cannot get no scholarship from TIMFA Christian University unless you apply. Unless you apply. So we are going to give, Dr. Victor is going to announce our deadline. We have to give a deadline so that we give you opportunity to apply, and we randomly pick 5 people. But we're not going to pick nobody unless you fill in the application. And please also know the application will cost you $50. Okay? All right, very good. I thought that was really exciting. I was just excited to you know. So credits and transfers, I'm almost ending so we can now take the questions. Credit and transfers. If you're a TIFA alumni and that means you've taken 1 or 2 or so of our courses, certification courses, you're gonna get credit. You do need to fill out your application, and we can now advise you of how much credit you're gonna get. But definitely you will get credit, okay? If you've taken similar courses or something in other colleges and you want to be a transfer student, you need to put in the application. We will accommodate other universities, credits or courses that you, as long as it's related to what you're applying for, we will give you credit. So remember how I said the bachelor's or master's is 7,000 something? If you bring in your master's in another college that is related to what we're doing, and then you wanted to take, let's say you want to, maybe in another school you took theology, and in our school, in TIFA Christian University, you wanted to take Christian counseling, you might end up not paying as much. If we look at your theology transcript and find out that, like, from the prerequisites and stuff like that, there are similar courses that you've taken, we're not going to make you take it again. We will give you a credit. But please don't ask me, if you get credit if you have not applied. If you have not applied, we cannot dissect your transcript. We can't even look at your transcript. So a lot of all the questions people are asking, you got to, for me to feel that you're serious and we're going to send a staff to spend time with you, you have to show us that you're serious about what you're saying and go fill in the application. And then we will look at your transcript and we'll give you your credits, okay? But you have to have passed those courses from the other colleges or institutions, and they have to be relevant to your course of study. Like I've told you, you got theology somewhere, or even you have PhD in theology, and then you want to now get a PhD with TIFA University in Christian Counseling. We got to look at your transcript and see what we can give you credit for, but we will give you credit, okay? Now, graduation. All right. Since we have done the certification courses for the past 10 years, we just literally came out of graduation on site like 2 weeks ago, about a week ago. So we've always done our graduations in South Africa, Johannesburg, Lagos, Nigeria, and all of that. But TIFA Christian University is going to have their graduations in the shores of the United States. So if you're taking any of our courses, and you're coming for graduation, get ready to get your visa and come here and enjoy with us. We will treat you as a queen and as a king that you are, okay? But it's no longer gonna go to Africa or other countries. is coming to the United States, on-site USA graduation. And right now, we are kind of looking between December 2025 to February 2026. It will be announced, but we got to get started first, okay? Realistically, we got to get started first before we can set up the graduation dates, okay? But we'll give people ample time. So what I'm asking you guys, go ahead and apply. Start your journey. You never, ever know. If you go to the TIMFAuniversity.com, you're going to see apply now, all right? Click the button, start your journey by completing the application form, and you will never regret it, okay? You will never regret it. But other than that, we're just having fun, okay? Now look at what Walt Disney, y'all know Walt Disney. I love this quote, and that applies to every one of us. The way to get started, all right, is to quit talking about it and begin to do it. That's the way to get started. Stop talking, stop planning, stop second guessing yourself. Hit it. Go on and do it. If you can go on and do it, we can help you to be successful. All right? Any questions? We are done. Thank you all so very much. And God bless you. I'm going to stop sharing. All right.
Awesome. Good presentation. A round of applause for Reverend Mayor. Going 90 minutes all the way, covering every ground. A round of applause for my wife. God bless you. Thank you, honey.
Thank you.
Now we are doing questions. I'll take some questions. I have another meeting in 10 minutes. So, and then Reverend May can continue and answer your questions. But I think the presentation was very comprehensive, very detailed. Almost, as I said at the beginning, most of your questions were covered. So let's take whatever question that you have. One of them that we received earlier on, I'm going to just address it right off the back. A lot of people were asking, my first degree is in arts, can I do science? Or my first degree is in science, can I do arts and masters? Yes, you can. Why would you do that? Because we follow the American system. For instance, my wife and I, our first degree in Africa was we both read law. When I came here, I continued with law. My wife went into science. All they want to know is, can you handle the course? Do you have the capacity and the competence to handle the master's course? So we're going to be considering that. So just because you did a master's in pharmacy, that doesn't mean you can do doctorate in counseling. You can. We're just going to be considering and reviewing your whole transcript. We're going to look at your GPA, meaning how much, what was your grade? I'll give you an example. If you went to Harvard and what you had was a 1.5 GPA out of 4, even though it was Harvard, but what it shows is that you did not have the you couldn't handle Harvard. So we're not going to take that. We're going to really look at that as incompetence. On the other hand, if you went to this and that, a school that is not as recognized as Harvard, and you made a 4.0 out of 4.0, what it's showing us is that you have the ability to comprehend. You can handle the course load. So that's all we're interested in. Can you handle the course load? If you can, we will give you admission. How would you find out? You find out by applying. Once you send in your application, pay the right fee, we're going to request for your transcripts. And then based on that transcript, we will advise you. We've had somebody who already applied. He's wanting to do a bachelor's and he's already done bachelor's twice. So we know we're going to advise him to go to master's. I'm thinking he's advising to do another bachelor's because his first bachelor's was in science, veterinary science. So we're going to talk with him and say, would you consider doing a master's since you already have a strong bachelor's degree? So that's one question that I think a lot of us would have because of the British system, whereby if you did an arts major, you have difficulty going to science. If you're a lawyer, it's difficult to become a doctor in the British system. In the American system, it doesn't matter. The worst that would happen is they might ask you to pick up a few prerequisites that will prepare you to do the master's. And that's what some of us did. So just because your course, meaning your first degree or your master's degree, is not in arts or science, that doesn't mean you won't qualify. We will consider that. That's one question that many people have. Another question that I see, which has been addressed here, has been addressed very well, which is on scholarship. Do you offer scholarship? Can I get scholarship? And all that. We've addressed that. We've offered 5. That's what we are offering this semester. As my wife said, go ahead and apply. We will consider it for next semester or moving forward. So those are the 2. I see one question. Is it possible to do what? Let me take them one after the other. Does the graduation fee include graduation regalia? We need to start preparing. Yes, it does include your regalia. Yes, it does include your regalia. If we are offering it, if you're coming here, it will include that. It will include your certificates and all that. That's what graduation fees include. One more question that I can handle. My first degree is in dance, and God has called me to pastor. Can I do pastoral? You're not saying, can I do any other course? Absolutely. We're going to have to look at your transcript in dance. For instance, some schools, even though you're doing dance as your first degree, they make you take some prerequisites, which may be equivalent to our own prerequisites. So that would cancel each other out or each out. What would now be remaining, for instance, if your dance degree does not include proficiency in English, we're going to have to make you take a course that will show proficiency in English. If your dance degree does not include ethics, we may have to make you do an ethics course because that's part of our core values. So it's on case-by-case basis. That's really what I mean. And so don't just say because my degree is in arts or is in play therapy or anything, I can't do. No. We will consider your GPA, which speaks to your competence and ability. We'll consider your course, the degree you have, we'll consider the school. All those things are very subjective analysis that we have to do. So I think that answers the question. Do I see another one? Someone says something about currency. In situation, I don't have a US dollar. What do I do? So let me say this. A lot of people talk about US dollar in Africa, especially Nigerians, because those in Zimbabwe don't talk about US dollar. That's what they trade in. And that's probably where Nigeria is going. In Zimbabwe, the 2 currencies run hand in hand. So we don't get those questions from those from Zimbabwe. Let me say this, those who are in Nigeria have a lot of people who are studying abroad. How do you pay them? You don't pay them in Naira. If you're taking a master's course in UK, you're not paying them in Naira. You're paying, however you're paying them, you pay TIMFA the same way. We're not asking you to do what other schools haven't done. That's what has been. Those in Nigeria have always studied abroad. I don't think they pay in Naira for a UK school, Australian school, or a Canadian school that you're paying online. You pay in their currency. When we were incorporated in Nigeria, in South Africa, under the TIMFA Institute, we accepted the local currencies. But the TIMFA Christian University has one account in the US, and that account deals in dollar. So that's what we are going to be doing. What if you did not have a strong GPA in your first degree, but you have done all the TIMFA courses? So obviously, we're going to consider that. Look, there's no one particular factor that is overwhelming or that tilts it. We're going to consider your life history or life experiences. We're going to consider your GPA. We're going to consider what course you're applying for. We're going to consider your letter. Your letter demonstrates to us your passion for what you're wanting to do. So we're going to consider all those things. I would encourage you to apply. But I want you to bear in mind, this is a Christian university. We are ministerial, meaning we want to raise those who would go and impact our world. So we are not going to be a stumbling block or an obstacle to your progress. If you're called into pastoral ministry, we want to do whatever we can to help you to fulfill that passion and calling. If it means you taking short courses to qualify, we will recommend that. As long as you're interested in doing it, we'll go from there. I think that's all the question that I have. I beg to excuse myself, honey. If you take over from here, I have to be in another meeting. Thank you all, and God bless you.
All right, thank you so much. I believe, what if you did not have a strong, okay, we've answered that. Yeah, so I believe that we've pretty much, excuse me, we've pretty much answered all the questions, guys. I want to appreciate those on YouTube, those that are watching on YouTube. Hey guys, I didn't get any questions from you guys, so do I take it that we're all on the same? Because some people on YouTube, and I think there's one question that they talked about. I think, yeah, can we transfer courses? I've already talked about that. I guess I answered the questions as they were asking them. All right. So on this note, I just want to say thank you so much. Please, if you have sent in your